Hello, dear students. I, Dinesh Karmalkar, your computer teacher, welcomes you to JVM's New English School Kalwa online teaching classes. And today we are going to see our next practical of Standard 7. Now, the objective of the today's practical is today we are going to do revision of the lab activity from page number 43. This activity already we are doing from last two practicals. This is the third part of this activity, and in this third part we are going to see advanced filter, subtotal, and pivot table. All these three things we are going to revise, and we will see how to do all these three things in Excel. And for this, the software requirements are as usual. We are going to use Microsoft Excel, which is a part of Microsoft Office package, and for Android mobile you can use Microsoft Excel app. Now what we are going to do, which is in the book, that is we have to use a table which we are given in the page 53, which is already we have typed, and we are using it from last two practicals. Again today we will use that, and on that we are going to use advanced filter for the product washing machine, and then we are going to make the subtotal, which is based on the product. For every change in product we are going to make subtotal. So depending on the product we are making subtotals. For the total will be on the numeric quantity, that will be the price, of course, and for that we are going to make one pivot table also. So all these three things we will do, that is the advanced filter, the subtotal, and the pivot table. So first of all, let's open our Excel sheet. So this is the database, that is the 6 fields are there. In the first field I have invoice number, total 11 records are there. These are the customer types here, and this is customer name, sorry, and these are the type of the customer. There are two types of customer type, wholesaler and retailer. Now for your understanding, what is the difference between wholesaler and retailer? The wholesalers are the persons who purchase the product directly from the manufacturer, or the companies which manufacture this television, washing machine. From there these wholesalers are purchasing the products, and from the retailers are purchasing from these wholesalers. And from the retailers, the consumers, that is our normal persons like us, we are purchasing from the retailer. So the cycle will be like this: first the higher place is the manufacturer who manufactures the product. From there the wholesaler purchases the product, and then from the product goes to the retailer purchases from the wholesaler, and from the retailer we are purchasing, we are called as the consumers. Here a type consumer is not there, all these customers are the type wholesaler and retailer. And different, these three products are there: television, washing machine, and mixer. For that, different quantities are given which are available for two different wholesalers and retailer. These are the names of the wholesalers and retailer, and these are the price given for the total quantity. So all these database we are having, which we have typed in the part 1. And part 2, what we have done, we have seen this, if you remember the criteria option. If I select and from in this criteria option we have seen, then we have seen the in the data this sort option we have seen, if you remember. Then we have seen this filter option we are used in the, if you remember, this arrows coming when you use the filter. Now today we are going to see this advanced filter. Now what is for advanced filter? Where it is given here, advanced filter will be based on the product washing machine. So for that, what you have to do, first of all we have to here make some more rows. Total 4 rows I have to insert. Now for this, after this I have to select this all the fields and copy and paste it here. Okay, so now I'm getting the here this with whichever the same fields we are getting, and based on these fields we are going to write it here. Product, under product category, we want to type the washing machine. There are two words, so we have to use inverted commas, maybe equal to equal to washing machine. Let's type here equal to washing machine in inverted comma, like this we will type, coming like this only. So I will save this and keep like this little bit here. Now what we will do, we have to use the advanced filter. So for advanced filter, what we have to do, select, first of all you have to select the range. For that, click this advanced filter. Here three things are there, this range, list, criteria range and copy to. Now I will click here copy to another location option. Now here we are going to select the range. Range already given, but still you can select this way. You have to select the full table or the reference, same thing will coming here. Then in the criteria range we have to select this all these two rows 3 and 4. You can see invoice number, this heading should also come and the values whichever you are mentioning, though yes or some are empty, but that this one washing machine we needed, so that we have to use here. And in the copy to option we required at least 7 here 6 fields, sorry, 6 field up to high n, high to n, that all will take. It will delete and use it here. 6 fields are needed. So here you can see we are getting this. Only we have to increase the because it is more, these are bigger ones here, or you can just select this and make it small. This I will take the font small so you can view it properly. You can see now washing machine. So all this it is coming here, advanced filters. So whatever washing machine records, that all are coming separately here. You can use in different fields also, different sheet also. Here I have taken the same sheet. Now to clearly see this sheet, we can take another sheet also. Let's make another sheet and try it again, this same thing. So again I will take the data, advanced filter, copy to another location. This A7, that same criteria I want A3, so only this is copy to another location. This I will delete from here and I will go to sheet 2 and I will take these 6 options and I will hit copy here. So it is not going that side, it is going only on the active sheet. So we have to copy it here only. Or to clearly will you can copy it down also. Or afterwards, just from here, just you click copy and then go to sheet 2 and paste it here. Now you can see you can have all different things. So indirectly we can come to the here you can see very visibly, very properly all these things. You can sheet 2, you can see this coming clearly, we can see what you have done here. So here our database is here main, and this exactly, and from that your only washing machine records are being copied here, which is having washing machine, the wholesaler and retailer both. Now let's take here type retailer equal to we will give, and double inverted comma retailer we will type here, and again we will now use that advanced filter. This time same thing, this also criteria same here, only I have to change this. I will take it, let's take down of this so you can see clearly. So you can see there's only one retailer is there selling washing machine. You can see here if all 3 were wholesalers and 1 was the retailer. So I given here 2 criteria. So the type retailer and product washing machine. So that is only a one person is retailer is there who is selling washing machine. This one you can see. So that also advanced filter I can use here with 2 criteria also. Or you can same thing you can do with wholesaler also. I will have changed to wholesaler. I'll find out the wholesaler who is television mixer. Nobody will come here, so nobody is there. Let's say washing television. Now if I take it, I will remove this first. I will make advanced filter. Now everything is the same. This you have to change because already it is same. This also is same. Only you have to change the location. So A20 is also same here. No need to do here. You can see A21 to 21. Just you have to click OK. So you will get there wholesaler whose television has spelling error done wrong. So that's why it is not coming. Okay, now we will check again. Copy to the location. Click OK. Wholesaler I written here single word. It is double word, so that's why it is. So we have to write the wholesaler word properly here. Spelling also we have to see properly. Now you can see the two records I'm getting. These are the two wholesalers who are selling the televisions. So here spelling was mistake hidden here, and here television. So both here space was not given and television spelling was mistake. That's also not coming. But now I'm getting the records, two records. So this way we can see that we can have the this advanced filter by different ways, and we can give as many characters as you want. You can even give like this quantities also. If I don't want like this, I just wanted quantity or the here quantity was greater than, let's say, 25. I will select this, and again I will give advanced filter and copy to the resolution, click OK. Then you can see this only we are getting the 4 records whose quantity is greater than 25. So this way we can, based on quantity also we can give on multiple characters also, or I want from this only let's say here we are seeing two types of products from washing machine only. So here I will, what I will do now, washing machine whose quantity less than, sorry, greater than 25. So I am getting here very easily, and 2 records only washing machine. So this way we can do it here. Now let's delete this all. These are not needed. Now let's move to the next part, that is the subtotals. For subtotals, what I have to do here, as per the procedure, what we are going to do is we are going to click any cell here and go to data. In that we have to click here subtotal. Subtotal here will be at each change in the book, it is given at each change in product here, product, and then subproduct, select the product from the change and sum list here function. And then what is important here, you can, what on based on which basis you want there, the sum is based on which we want add subtotal to price, we want price here. So at each change in product it is given, use the function as the sum, and in add subtotal to we did in the price. So this based on price I wanted on product. Now I'll click OK. Now you can see I'm getting here a wholesaler television total here, washing machine, mixer. Now before this what we will do, we will sort the data. We will not do like this. First I will sort this data based on the product, and then we will do, then will be easier to can get a clear picture. First of all, before doing subtotals, it is better to sort the data based on which we want to go to on product. So first of all, we'll sort the data in based on product. You can take any way is resulted. Now if you do subtotal, then it will be, you will get a clearer picture. Now if you do subtotal is sum function and based on price product, now if you see, you will get a very good picture of what you. So total price of all the mixtures irrespective of customer and type, you will get this total quantity of mixers are there, this much total of televisions are there, and it's so always you have to do the sorting on the field for which we want a subtotal, otherwise we will not get the proper results. Now let's see again this for another one. Let's remove this, go back, and what we will do, we will do for each, for retailer and wholesaler we will do. Let's sort the video on the type, retailer and wholesaler. Now based on this I will do subtotal. Each change in type here I will do, remaining things will be same. So I will get a total retailer this much amount and total wholesaler this much amount. So total this is based on retailer, and so this way we can do the subtotals. And now last option is there, which is called as the pivot table, which we have seen. Now to create a pivot table, for that we want our normal table, so we will remove this subtotals. And go back, and this is our normal table. Now on this we have to make the pivot table. So we have to select any cell and go to insert. It is pivot table. Remember all things we have done in the from the data column, subtotal and windows filter, but this is in insert pivot table. Now this range we already selected is same, nothing we will do here. Better to do this in the new worksheet. Always it is better to do new worksheet. So whatever the options is there, that we have to click OK. So we'll get a pivot table here. Now what we want to do, that we will see for which we want, and the rows column what we want, that we will do see here. Now this price we want in the value column, of course, always. Then invoice number I want here in the first column. I want invoice number. The sum of invoice I don't want here. We have to remove this. Invoice I will drag it in the column. Yes, so I'm getting invoice here. Or we can do it in different way. So remove this field also. I will remove this field also. And first of all I will take the columns invoice. Oh sorry, so in the rows I will take invoice, and then columns I will take based on the product, and I will use values in the price. So now we are getting here. So we can see for 101 television is there this much here. This is on products. This invoice number rows and values will be on models. Now if you remove this product and if you check it for, let's say, type, so for this retailer and for wholesaler the total amount will get 101 is the wholesaler, 1034 is the total amount we will getting here. Or quantity also you can do like this. Or let's say I will remove this, and let's say put here customer also. So for different customers we are getting now, and I will remove this one type. Now customer based total I am getting here. For 101 is for RS Malik. So this way different pictures we can see depending upon here. This sum of price I can do it for quantity also. Let's say what we will do, we will remove everything and do it for, I will remove this field, I will keep invoice as it is, I will keep this customer also I will remove, I will take product here, and what I will do, I will take the quantity. Now I'm getting the total quantity here for C. So 101 washing 35, for 102 25 like this. The sum of quantity lower labels is because here invoice number. So for different invoice we are getting this total. So this is called pivot tables, which are made invoice number for the row and product is given here. So for 101 product is television, quantity is 35. For 102 product is washing machine and quantity is 25. You can see very clear from this. Same thing if I remove this and put it here price, I will get the price. Same thing now 101 television, price is you are getting. And if you remove price and put quantity, we will get quantity for this. So anyway you can see this. I'll put price again here. So what we have to do is, you have to do is invoice number and product, and this is the basic most probably or most common thing we are going to do is invoice number on the rows, product in the columns, and some of the price. And in the book also it is told that to do on the product column. So I have taken here product column and values I will take from the sum of the price, and rows I will take for invoice number. So this way we can create different these pivot tables. Now let's see our assignment question. So for the assignment, take the type the Excel sheet in today's practical and make subtotal for the product. You have to make the subtotal based on product again, and also make the pivot table based table also based on the product only. Do in the columns you take product, in the rows you take invoice number, and in the sum you take the price. So this we can finish easily this activity. So till the next practical, thank you very much.